I want to ask you about National Cabinet today. Greg Hunt has probably revealed a little bit more than the statement that came out from Scott Morrison. Greg Hunt is basically saying that they will make a decision within the next 2 weeks to repatriate Australians from India to Australia. Should it be based, do you think, on the number of infections that India records at the time, or should it just be based on the fact that there are 9,000 Australians who deserve to come home?
You know what? I put that to listeners last weekend. I know you did too. And the listeners said to me, no, they want to be kept safe. They've fallen for this, whichever premier it is, saying, I'm going to keep you safe. We're going to shut the joint down, whatever it might be. So I think the default position of the average Australian is, you know what, let's just tread warily here. But Chris, the answer is the best health advice. That's what we hear thrown at us every time, isn't it? Every premier, the Prime Minister, all of them say, we're relying on the best health advice, but they never share that. Now, I thought Greg Hunt went some of the way today in saying that, we've reached that point where the Chief Medical Officer thought we've now, in India, got a problem. Yeah. So you've got to back him. There'll be noise around it. A listener said to me last weekend, what if your mum was in India? And that's a really tough question. But at the end of the day, you look at our numbers, we're a shining light. There's tragedy everywhere. And I do think safety first.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is.
Tassie has a state election tomorrow. Is it just me, or was the first part of the campaign caught up with rows within the Labor Party?
It was.
And then the last week and a half has been caught up with one of the candidates, the Liberal candidate for Braddon, I think it was.
That's him.
And his profile on a dating app. Has it been derailed by the side stories, or have the Taswegians been privy to real policy, do you think?
I don't think they have, although I know the major policy or major parties will be saying, we'll put forward this. I notice on the front page of the Mercury, Chris, tonight, they're saying this is what you've been promised. But just underneath it is Errol Flynn. Right. Errol Flynn was born in Battery Point. The modern-day Errol Flynn, apparently, allegedly, is running for the seat of Braddon. Yes. Apparently, he's got two social media or dating website identities. Why you have that, I don't really know.
He says they're not his. He said they're not his.
No. Well, he's denied something. I don't know if he's denied that, or it's like an episode of Yes Minister. They asked him a question and he said no. Yeah. And I don't think he knew what the question was. But anyway, it's a mess. At the end of the day, you sit around the table, you're paying your bills at night. You want to know that you're electing someone who's got half a clue and maybe a solution. And this stuff is fanciful. Yeah. Ridiculous.
For the record, the polling indicates, and this is internal and public polling, indicates that the Liberal Party will hold the Tassie state election. And I raised this a little bit earlier, but no surprise that Malcolm Turnbull's favourite renewable chief, the Energy Security Board chair, Kerry Schott, has tolled the death knell for coal today. Now, you're a Newcastle lad. How, therefore, does she think we're going to keep the lights on?
Yeah, very good question. You know what's unfair about this whole thing is that they equate the sun, the panels and the sun and the wind and the turbines to coal, to nuclear and to gas, which are there whenever you need them. And so there needs to be in the system, Chris, something to account for that differential. Yeah. Because the panels won't help you at night. I've got some at home. They're hopeless at night. So we're relying on coal. Thankfully, it's there. But when it comes to daytime again, they're priced the same way in the system. That's not right, because one's there whenever you need it and one's there when it's sunny. It's not the same. I mean, it comes out of the PowerPoint the same, but it doesn't assist you and I in our living the same. And there's got to be a better price differential, because if they're saying, coal's too expensive, based on what? Coal's there whenever you damn well need it. Yeah. And that might be at 2 a.m.
And what price do you put on that security?
And plus, we've got all of the coal in the world here, the best burning, cleanest burning coal. We can send it overseas, no dramas, but using it here at home is some kind of crime against humanity. Give me a break.
Yeah, stop.
It's ridiculous.
Stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, thanks for coming in. You have a great weekend.
You too, Chris.
Thank you, mate.
Good to see you, mate.
Luke Grant.